Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to Sneaky Saturday, part of our 7 Days of Fun series here in Elite Dangerous. In today's episode, we're going to be doing a covert espionage mission where we have to sneak into a base and download some data, basically stealing their information, to bring it back to our customer. It will entail getting into the base, turning off their alarms, because we don't want anybody, coming to fight us. But also, one of the conditions of a covert espionage mission is that you can't trigger their alarms, and you need to get in and out without the target ever knowing you were there. So let's go ahead and get our target set up. It looks like it's going to be in this system here, so that means we need to get settlements set up as one of our filters. And the problem is I should have selected a different I should have made sure we were in a different system, because it means if I end up having to kill anybody, we're going to end up pissing off the system owner, and yeah, that's no bueno. But hopefully we can actually get this done without actually having to hurt anybody. I prefer to get into these missions without killing innocents, because unfortunately, there are no espionage missions that you can do that are not going to be illegal, which means that you're basically going to be targeting a facility that has innocent civilians in it. I don't necessarily care about the owners of the bases, because they're big companies and they can just live with it. But having to kill innocent people at the base, those people don't deserve to die. I try to avoid it wherever possible, but the mission must be completed. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and start slowing ourselves down here. I don't know why it dropped down to 5 seconds. I must not have been paying attention to my throttle. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna get here, approach the planet, get down to the base, and then begin our infiltration. So we got to be very careful as we approach the planet. It's very easy to get complacent and let that speed drop down let that ETA drop down too far. But then you're also fighting this gravity well here from the planet, so it's just, you have to do some active throttle management to optimize your approach. Because if you just let it sit there, it's going to take you a lot of extra time to get to your target. There is no quick drop down to planets, so you never want to bump your ETA down to 5 seconds like we would on something else. And it kind of looks like we're going to be on the night side of the planet, so it's a good thing I have suits that give me. All right, I want to make sure I didn't forget to use our infiltrator suit. Cool. All right, so yeah, all of my suits have night vision, but the infiltrator suit has some additional tools that are very useful for on-foot base-related sneaking into things kind of stuff. So let's see. Let's get over here and start slingshotting around a little bit. Get our night vision turned on preemptively. I'm going to fling around like this because I oversped a little bit and I want to be within the 55-degree drop area. We are below 10 kilometers per second, so I'm just going to full throttle it down to the drop zone. We should be fine now. Then as we approach, I will zero out my throttle so that I don't forget at the end of the glide and end up slamming into the ground. That always sucks. I would much rather have had a steeper approach. I think I was a little bit overly cautious. I thought I was going to overshoot it, and then we would have had to do a bunch of spinning and stuff to fix it, but I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. All right. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to boost a little bit because we came down pretty far away. And then let's go ahead, and we're going to land on the edge of the settlement. You could land at the landing pad, but I would rather just land over here. So we'll get our landing gear coming down. Try to find a spot that's close enough that we're not going to have to run very far, but far enough away that ideally we're not going to get shot if I piss off the base. All right, there we go. I have E-breaches, but I'm at the point now where I'm almost out of them, and I'd rather just go ahead and just go do this. We're going to have to sneak into wherever the settlement alarms are. And generally, you're going to need a level 2 or 3 security clearance to be able to figure out where that is, because you can use the terminals to locate things on the base, but most of the time, things are going to be in a relatively high security area. So we got to find. Let's see. Does this require? This does not. All right. So this person has a level 2 security clearance. I'm going to steal their security clearance if I can get them to. Alright, so now we have a level 2 security clearance.
Hey, watch it.
Let's, I gotta figure out where we think that the... Alright, so there's a power plant over here. On these industrial buildings, they don't generally have a separate security area, so... We're probably gonna need to get into this building, because it's near the... It's either gonna be in the power plant or in one of the research buildings, or, resource buildings, or whatever they're called. Let's see what this power plant requires. Yeah, that wants a level 3. Well, you know what? There is a solution. Let's see if we can find a terminal. And if the settlement alarms are in a level 3 area, then we know it's in the power plant. If it's not, then it's probably in the building here. So I just want to look around and see if I can find a terminal that's preferably outside. Or at least in a hab. A hab is going to be a little bit less of a danger, I think. Yeah, there's a terminal over there, but there's a dude. There's a guard over there. I'm not going to be able to get into that. Alright, got a hab over here. It does appear to have a terminal in it, so let's run inside. I needed the security clearance mostly so that we could get to a terminal and figure out where things are. So, we can hop in here. We can look around and see if we can find the settlement alarms. Hop into the facilities. So we got power play container. There's a corridor. It's not there. I don't think it's going to be in any of the habitats. Power center. Oh, settlement alarms console. I think we'll be good. Okay, cool. So that is over in that direction. Generally, if you stay in the air, they're not going to bother you, so trying to avoid all of that. So yeah, it's going to be in this research building. This is where I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I figured it was either going to be in this building here or in the power station. Fortunately, it's not in the power station, so I don't need the security clearance for that. Where is it telling me? It's 31 meters in this direction. It's going to be upstairs. So let's go ahead and hop upstairs real quick.
Watch it.
I'm not doing anything to you. Leave me alone.
What are you up to?
All right, so I need for this guy to go away. So I'm going to stand over here and just kind of chill, and hopefully he walks away. And he goes far enough away that I can get the settlement alarms turned off. I'm going to wait a second and hope that this other guy doesn't come in here. All right, I think we might be okay. Okay, cool. So now we need to find our actual laboratory data port, which is obviously going to be in a lab somewhere. Facility, laboratory data port 1, though, is what we're looking for. Where's laboratory data port 1? Got to be in the research facility. Cool.
Can I help you?
No, you can't help me. I'm good. Thank you. So that's down there. We might get lucky on this one and be able to get this done without anybody getting mad at us. Okay, so we're supposed to download data. That was quick. Okay, this is one of the few times we were able to just get in and get out. I don't want to piss anybody off. Let me go back up the other way. Let me go back up the other way. We don't want to make anybody mad. We're getting, like, for once, we're able to get through one of these missions without somebody stumbling onto me, and you know. Where's my ship? I have to run through the entire thing. Fortunately, the alarms are off, so I don't have to worry about failing the mission. I just need to get back to my ship without dying, and we'll be okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. As long as the alarms are off, it won't raise a general alarm, which means that people aren't going to actually, like, be converging to try to kill me you know, they'll have to manually go grab people to get them. All right, we're in the ship. Now we just got to get out of here and go turn our mission in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. I do believe that that will be a successful mission, and we didn't even get any kind of bounties or notoriety or nothing. That is a pretty sweet. That is a pretty sweet thing. So yeah, let's just make sure we confirm and get everything done, and the mission's complete. Get out of this gravity well. Okay, cool. So get the settlements out of here. We'll head back to. Aww. Okay, but at least it's. I'm hoping that this is going to be one of those things where, damn it, we got a bounty on us still, even because I ran. Damn it. I was hoping we would get away with it. Whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully this is going to be one of those things where I just pay a fine instead of having to turn myself in. But we'll have to wait and see how that ends up going. I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to find out. All right, we're back at the station, and as I was thinking about it on our way here, it occurred to me that it doesn't really matter if I have a, if they want me to turn myself in. Because I have no notoriety, I should be able to use the interstellar factor to just have all of that stuff just kind of quietly go away. So ideally, we're going to be able to land here, turn in our missions, and then we'll check out the interstellar factor and see if he can just pay my stuff for me and get this up. Oh. How did I do that? I'm confused. Somehow I really screwed up that approach. Just goes to show, no matter how much experience you have, sometimes you're going to do stupid stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll turn in our missions first. Well, now let's check out this. So ideally, I can go to my interstellar contact here. I can redeem. Well, I'll redeem on my. I don't want to pay the fine for the bounty voucher. Okay. I'm not able to. I really don't like that. What's the point of having an interstellar factor if you can't skirt around the law? That's, like, really annoying. So now, if I want to get access to this station again, I have to turn myself in because I... Oh, okay, that works. Never mind. I guess I didn't... It's just... Can we streamline that process, please? Okay, anyways, I guess that's it for today. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. If you'd like to support the channel, I do have PayPal and Patreon links, as well as the thanks button just below the video itself. So, again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back tomorrow for Super Haul Sunday, and I'll see you then.